Hello and welcome today to a game which is finally not some FIFA. So anyone out there who is sick of me posting FIFA, well here's a nice fresh change for you. And we are back on Football Manager. Now Football Manager 2020 came out not too long ago and I've not done a video on it since. I think I was away for the fight when it came out, or around that time when I had the beta. I'm not around to doing videos on it yet. Well, here is the first one, hopefully the first of many, because last year we did a lot of Football Manager videos and they went down pretty darn well. So, first off for today, another concept experiment type video, and I'm gonna see what this game thinks of the Premier League season this year. Now, as it currently stands, Liverpool are running over the league quite considerably, and as of today, they played 13 games and got 37 points. And Watford are bottom with 8 points in 13 games. Leicester in second, Man City in third, Chelsea in fourth, Wolves in fifth. Man United find themselves down in ninth, with Tottenham in 10th. And obviously recently we've seen Pochettino got sacked and Mourinho has moved to Tottenham. So some big changes there. So what we're going to do is we're going to simulate the whole season, and throughout the season I'll give little progress reports to see where we are, and we can finally maybe see who will win this year's Premier League season. I'm hoping it starts Liverpool. It'd be great if this comes out and shows Liverpool will win the season. I'm not a Liverpool fan, but I just feel like it'd be interesting to see if this game can calculate and predict Liverpool will do so well this year, because so far they've been flying. Maybe there's an underdog that we've not seen just yet. So how do I hurry around this game? I've forgotten. Formula? No. How do I do this? How do I go on holiday? Go on holiday. So let's go for a month real quick and see what happens. I think the season starts. Let's go midway through August. Let's just go to like 30th of August. So the season would have started a little bit. We can get like a little update on how everyone's getting on. I looked at the wrong camera, didn't I? Okay, so we are 2 games in, 22nd of August 2019. Everton are top with 2 wins and 6 points. Liverpool second, 6 points, won both their games as well. Watford, who are currently bottom of the table, are currently sitting in 13th. Still very early doors. Not much for me to look at right now. Harry Kane got the highest average rating. Willian with 2 goals so far. Tottenham, how are you doing? It seems like you're doing well. You've drawn both your games, which is interesting. But Harry Kane's got the highest average rating and had 2 player of the matches. I wonder what's happened there. But yeah, let me just carry on and just go back on holiday. Obviously 2 games is way too early to see anything. So let's come back in a month. Okay, so we move on into the 22nd of September 2019. And Bournemouth are now top of the league. How's that happened? How Bournemouth top of the league? Liverpool in second, still doing well. Man City in third. Chelsea in fourth. Palace in fifth. Go on, Crystal Palace. How's that happened then? Norwich down the bottom with only 1 point so far. So it's not a good season so far for Norwich whatsoever, which kind of emulates real life a little bit. They're currently sitting in 18th in real life. Southampton are actually currently in the exact correct spot in 19th. Again, it's only 6 games in. Tottenham have picked up a little bit. They've got 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss, and they are in 10th in real life. It's not too far off, you know. Like, obviously it's very early days still, but looking promising. Although Bournemouth's the weird one. I don't know how Bournemouth are top of the league. What have they done? Have they had easy games so far? Bernardo Silva is the best player so far this season by the looks of it, with an 8.3 average rating. Willian with 3 assists, goals. Barnes with 5, you know, and Bernardo Silva with 4. Callum Wilson with 4 as well. Okay, let's go a month on once again. Okay, 22nd of October. We've got Man City now in first, Chelsea in second, Liverpool down to third. Bournemouth still unbeaten so far this season of 5 wins, 4 draws, and 0 losses. How has that happened? Man United in 5th, Arsenal 6th. Tottenham improved a little bit and moved up to 7th. Newcastle now at the bottom, so Norwich picked up their points a little bit there. And Watford have dropped, which is interesting. Very interesting to see. Bernardo Silva with 6 goals, highest average rating. Look, he's had an incredible season. He had 6 assists. He has the highest rating and has the joint top most goals. Most player of the matches as well. What a season he is having. Now let's fast forward to the exact date, which it is today, and that is the 27th, no, it's the 28th of November, 2019. I'm gonna expose myself. If it takes a while to go out, I'm sorry, but this is the date it's recorded right here. Okay, so this is the best way to see how accurate this is. So this is the exact date it is today, which I can match up on my other screen to how it is in real life today. So Man City are top, and they are currently 3rd. So Chelsea are 2nd on Football Manager, but are 4th. In real life. Bournemouth, who are currently sitting in 11th, they're doing quite well for themselves, are still in 3rd on Football Manager. For some reason, Bournemouth are incredible. Man United are up to 4th. Tottenham have improved even further and gone to 5th, whilst Liverpool have fallen down to 7th. For some strange reason, they've had a bit of a poor run of form by the looks of it. They dropped down to there with only 21 points, where they currently have 37 points in real life. Where are Leicester to be seen? Leicester are in the relegation zone, while meanwhile, in real life, they're in 2nd, tearing up the scene. Like, they're having a better season than the year that they won the Premiership. Just deep that. That's how good Leicester are this season. It's just a shame that Liverpool have made them look not as good because Liverpool have done even better. And still, Callum Wilson is now the top goal scorer this season. Bernardo Silva, again, still turning up the scene. Who have Bournemouth got? Like, who's in your team? Why is it playing so well? So they're playing Chicharito up front with Callum Wilson. They've got Chicharito on loan. They've got Josh King, obviously. I mean, they've got like a pretty average side, haven't they? Adam Smith, that's where he played for Millwall at one point. There you go, look. 25 games for Millwall back in their day. I need to get all the player picks and stuff done. Like, I haven't got the right logos or anything in this game right now. But still, let's progress even further and let's see how this kind of like unfolds. Okay, so you just got past the Christmas period and you'll see Man City are still top and running go with it. They're at 50 points now. Bournemouth in second at 41 points. Again, still playing incredibly somehow, but Man City have really run away with it now. And Liverpool are down in 7th with 33 points. They've not even got past the total they're currently on this season. Watford are actually bottom, which does emulate real life, and Leicester are down there still. It looks like they're going to stay down the whole time, which is strange. Newcastle are also down there, but the top of the league's starting to look a bit more normal based off like teams on paper, other than Bournemouth, who are just strangely there, and I don't know why. What kind of hack have they got? It's just Callum Wilson are just tearing up the scene. Harry Kane has the most player of the matches now. Bernardo Silva still the highest average rating in the league, and then Aguero is in second and Bernardo Silva in third for top goals this season. Well, now the potentially interesting part of the season will occur, which will be the transfer window opening. So let me move this so we go all the way until February the 1st, like so. Very crucial part of the season for any team, because if you're down the bottom, you can try and switch it up, and if you're at the top, you've got to try and solidify and make sure you can win. And obviously, if you're second or third, you're going to try and sign players to push on and try and push into first, if that's possible. I always feel like the January transfer window is a bit more important for like the lower league teams, like Championship downwards. So I don't think Premiership is super big on transfer window. Again, I guess it kind of is, but it's not as big as it is in the lower leagues. Okay, so moving into February, just after the transfer window has ended. Let's see, transfer window. Man City had 4 players in and 9 players out. The 4 in that they had was those 4, Emre Can being the 43 million signing that they managed to do right there. And they lost 9 players also in the process. Looks like they're all out on loan. Arsenal signed Donny van der Beek. Yeah, look, 13th of January for 39 million. Liverpool signed a few players as well. Look at them go. Actually, no, just in January they only signed 1 player, which was Rodriguez. For 10 mil. Tottenham spent money in Darami, just 1.2 million, not that much money actually. West Ham signed 7 players. 6 of them were in January as well. Mangala, Guidetti, they got Connolly on loan from Liverpool, they got Clarkson for 245k from Liverpool as well, and they got Sierralta from Udinese. Look at them go. They got Reece James on loan from Chelsea as well. Chelsea did nothing, didn't sign anyone, but they sold 4 players in January. Actually got 4 players on loan. Also to show you as well, the 2 biggest signings of the season were both Liverpool, signing Milik and Grimaldo, both for 15 million each. 50 million each. 100 mil spent just like that before the season even started with Liverpool, and they're still not even top. In fact, they're doing worse than they are in real life right now, those 2 players. Oh no, they've improved. They're sitting at 3rd now, as we go to February. They've got a game in hand over Man City, we're on 59 points. Bournemouth still turn up the scene in 2nd. Arsenal in 4th, Tottenham in 5th on the same points. A different goal difference, but Arsenal have a game in hand, so that North London derby continues. Chelsea in 6th, Man United in 7th. And then Leicester are currently bottom. So how wrong could you be, football manager? How wrong could you be? You could not be more wrong. Wilson still top goal scorer, Aguero in 2nd, and Mane moving up to 3rd with 13 goals. But yeah, it's looking promising for Man City, I'd say. I doubt they'll lose it from this point onwards, but we can always see what happens. The time is now 1st of March 2020, and you can see Man City are still top of the league. But Bournemouth have closed that little gap down a little bit. And Liverpool are now in 3rd as well and are closing in 11 points away from them. How have Bournemouth done this realistically? How has this happened? Tottenham in 5th, Man United in 6th, Chelsea in 7th. Newcastle up to 12th, to be fair. So they were doing pretty darn awful at the start and they pulled it back quite a lot here. But Leicester still down the bottom. Don't know what's going on there. Don't know, like, they got their team still. The team they've got is incredible. So they've got around 9 games left. I wonder if they can hold on. I imagine they will, right? Bernardo Silva still with the best average rating out of all the players. Callum Wilson the most player of the matches now, and the most goals scored by quite a big distance, to be fair to him. Like a big old distance right there. Who knew Callum Wilson was so good? How much is his value these days? Like, your top goal scorer in the Premiership, you have to be worth some serious cheddar. You're at 48 million. Surely you're in the actual English team as well. Nope, you still can't make the English team. They don't rate you that much. As well as that, look, he has won Player of the Month both August, October, and November. Only 7 games left to go in the Premiership. It's the 1st of April 2020, and you'll see Leicester are no longer at the bottom. It is in fact Southampton and Watford that are down there, which is actually accurate of current day. But then we look at the top and we see Bournemouth are still in 2nd, Tottenham are in 3rd, Liverpool let it slip again and are in 4th, slipping more than Gerrard over here. And then Man City are just running back away with it again and have held consistent, have held strong, and they are there with 78 points, 15 points ahead of the competition. So they are like 3 games away from winning the whole season themselves. Tottenham are winning North London Derby right now by 8 points, but Arsenal have got 3 games in hand, don't forget that. So they can go to what? An extra 9 points. So they can go to 62, so they can go above them still. So it isn't over, it isn't all said and done just yet. Callum Wilson with 24 goals now, Bernardo Silva with 18, and Admane with 15 as well. So when we're closing in on the end of the season, things can change still, but it's looking like it may be over. It's looking like Man City have won this quite comfortably. So just come back in May, and I can see that Leicester have hired Bielsa, which is Leeds' current manager. So it looks like, is it Brendan Rodgers who's currently manager of Leicester? They already sacked him. Poor manager, you got it so wrong. You got it so wrong. They're doing so well. And here we go, as you can see, we've got 3 games left, but Man City have already been crowned champions very early on. And Liverpool are back again. How has this happened? They're currently back. Bournemouth have just lost like 4 games out of the last 5. What happened? How are you doing so well and you let it slip all right at the end? Liverpool trail Man City by 13 points. Tottenham on 64, Man United on 63. Will Bournemouth let it slip and will they fall out of here? Because look, Man United have 33 games played, so they can go way past Bournemouth at this point. Arsenal could catch up as well because they're on 34 games played. Looking very interesting. And then Wilson, still top goal scorer, but not scored since our last game update, I don't think. And Bernardo Silva and Aguero have 18 goals each. Okay, so there we go. The season is now over, and Man City have obviously won the league that we saw. 91 points. Liverpool in 2nd with 77 points. Arsenal in 3rd with 69. Man United also with 69 points as well. Bournemouth narrowly missing out on what will be the Champions League by 1 point because they slipped up. Look, the big slip up right at the end. Not having 10 losses somehow. And then Chelsea and Tottenham also in the Europa League as well with 67, 65 points respectively. And then the teams get relegated from the Premiership this season are Watford, Leicester and Southampton. Now we know Leicester's not going to happen. Watford and Southampton is very likely. So according to Football Manager, you should put your bets on Man City turning it around and winning the league. And also somehow Bournemouth making it into Europa League. That'd be a good bet right there, wouldn't it, if that was actually the case. But you never know, maybe Football Manager is right and maybe it is real life. It didn't follow the season exactly how it went, at least as far as we know. It didn't follow the start of the season anyway. But according to this game, this is how the Premier League will end this season. Maybe we can see how accurate it is when we actually get there to May next year. I mean, I can't see Leicester getting relegated, to be honest, but you never know. The rest is all very possible, I guess. Liverpool could very much have a slip up. Bournemouth could still make it to 5th, I guess. Maybe if Bournemouth and Leicester replace them, nope, that would make sense either. Bournemouth ain't getting relegated. If Leicester was in Bournemouth's spot, that'd make more sense. And then maybe if Leicester was in like West Ham's spot, that would also make more sense. But yeah, that is it. Football Manager 2020 predicts the English Premier League season. If you want to see some more Football Manager kind of experiment conceptual videos like we did last year, by all means leave a like on it, show support to this kind of different video. I imagine it will do nowhere near as good as what Packed Out does, but I'm trying to make sure that I do not just FIFA, kind of all out FIFA channel. I've got to add some variety back to my channel, you know? So here it is, and here it begins. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, subscribe, make sure you smack the bell next to that to get notified of any videos or streams that I post in the future. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
I'm a Mercus, bare excitement like it's a circus. Wanna see more exciting things? Check my YouTube channel on Zerkaa. If you hear something in my bar you think I didn't even know that I said, boy, better know when I'm on the mic and I speak, better know that I said it on purpose. That's right, I'm a Mercus, saying it again. Pass me a pen. Black tunes gonna make tunes right past them. My moustache turns grey like Gens. Yeah, haters gonna hate, you can't stop them.